Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Super here and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. Now, I almost missed it because I completely forgot that Hellboy was going to get featured yesterday on the Watchtower. Now, I missed the entire first half where they went over character changes, so I wasn't there to react to my precious Joker and Swamp Thing getting some pretty juicy buffs, which I'm going to go over talking about the Hellboy patch here. As of right now, we don't have patch notes yet. I'm doing this very late or maybe early Tuesday, so it's like 1:40 a.m. right now. I was just reviewing some of the Hellboy gameplay, wanted to share my thoughts with you guys about the character and talk about the Hellboy patch, which is going to go live, of course, next week. Well, actually, this was probably the Hellboy patch, just that Microsoft didn't mess it up this time and release Hellboy early for Xbox One users, but we did get all the new changes from the patch. If you guys missed the video where the guys over at NetherRealm went over the entire, well, not really the entire cast, but a lot of the characters, I'll leave it down linked in the description. But as far as Hellboy, so Hellboy, I really didn't have too much of an expectation. I thought he was just going to be like a real brawler type character, which he is. But there's actually a little bit more to him than that. So he has command grabs. By the way, let me just go over some notes that I have here for Hellboy. I want to say that he looks really fun, and one of the biggest reasons why he looks so fun is because he has this Gorilla Grodd style leap that is actually a ground pound, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm really looking forward to playing this character, and of course he's going to be released next week. Definitely going to cover him a lot. I think his gameplay looks a lot better than it did in the trailer. Like, once it's here in motion, and he has a lot more moves that they didn't really show in the trailer, or they couldn't show, that it has the potential to make him like pretty good. So let's start off with his main combo string, which I'm going to be familiar with. Forward 2 3. Oh yeah, the return of Superman, forward 2 3, forward 2 3, forward 2 3. I guess not really the return, because Superman is already in the game. So I guess in addition, forward 2 3, forward 2 3, forward 2 3, because Hellboy's forward 2 3 is actually safe on block, and I believe they did say it was a mid, and it launches without needing meter, and you could special cancel it, I think. So it's pretty much identical to Superman's forward 2 3. I don't think it has the crazy like hitbox and range that forward 2 3 has, but it's still there. It's still a nice tool. Moving on here, he has a couple of grab moves that I thought were interesting, especially the command grab, because anytime a character has a command grab, even though Hellboy's command grab is a high, meaning that if you're blocking and ducking, your opponent is, or you're not going to hit your opponent with it. Your opponent has to be, you know, maybe walking back or standing in order to get hit by this command grab. But it's always like a nice element to throw in there for a character to have that extra option for a command grab. And the cool thing about Hellboy's command grab is if you meter burn it, you actually launch your opponent for a combo. So that's nice to have. He also has an aerial grab, which I'm curious to see how good it's going to be to anti-air people, because if it is good, then it's going to be awesome, because the aerial command grab actually leads into a full combo as well. So you're going to be able to get some juicy damage with him if the aerial special grab, it's not a command grab because it's like an anti-air grab. If that's really good, Hellboy is going to be even better because it leads to a full combo. So moving on here is the ground pound. Now, I'm not going to talk about the entire breakdown. If you guys want to watch that, I'll leave a link in the description. But this ground pound is really interesting because you could actually cancel it with Hellboy's air dash. Now, I didn't expect him to have an air dash, but because of the magical artifacts that he has supernatural abilities, and one of them is having the air dash. So the way the ground pound works, like the leap ground pound, which you guys are perfect timing, there's some gameplay right there in the background of it. So the way it works is you could control the distance, it's close or far, and I think it's close, medium, and far. And the ground pound actually hits low. If you meter burn it, you just get extra damage. There's no combo extension, but it does about 20%, which is still pretty good for a bar of meter for a low, ground pound that leaps you very far if you choose to go that route. But like where the mind games are going to come in, and the cool like aspect about this is you could cancel the leap at any time with Hellboy's air dash. That's awesome. And it looks like it might be pretty crazy, because you could get some ambiguous stuff, because once you cancel the leap, you could actually air dash forward, air dash backwards, and you could cancel that air dash into one of your normal moves. So just a couple examples that you guys have been watching here, like you leap forward behind your opponent, then you air dash backwards with one of your jump ins, so your opponent looks the other way and then has to block back in order to block your attack, and of course it's an overhead. Now that's another mix-up that Hellboy has with his leap, because if you cancel it into the air dash, it's overhead, and of course if you let the leap just go, it's a low. So Hellboy's gonna have a lot of mix-ups with the leap. I'm looking forward to using it. It's already a lot better than Gorilla Grodd's leap, unfortunately, for Gorilla Grodd players. But the fact that he has this just adds another layer to his gameplay, along with his command grabs. You could actually cancel the ground pound without doing anything. You could just cancel it, so you land in front of your opponent ready to do stuff. You know, maybe cancel it into a normal grab, cancel it into command grab, etc., etc. But this leap is really going to put Hellboy into, you know, some awesome mix-up situations without like having like true 50-50s, like an overhead low, stuff like that. Really interesting stuff about Hellboy once we got more information that didn't come across in the trailer. Couple more things. He does have like a zoning tool, which is nice to have. It's kind of like the Joker's. It's actually pretty close to being, you know, identical to Joker's gun. The only difference is that Hellboy actually has an aerial gun that he could shoot up, you know, for a nice anti-air. So that's always nice to have a little zoning tool for this brawler of a character that also has the ground pound leap that he could go, you know, almost full screen. I think like middle of the screen or 3/4 of the screen he could go with the far one. And let's talk about the last thing here, which is his trait. Now, I thought it was just going to be the armor, but that's not the case. We're actually going to have 4 options for the leap, or for the leap. Yeah, I got the leap on my mind. 4 options for his trait. Number 1, he gets increased damage. Number 2, he takes reduced damage. Number 3, if you activate his resurrection, or like his, I guess, yellow or whitish aura, and you lose your second life bar while this aura is activated, you actually get the ability to come back to life. You get resurrected. Same thing with Relentless Jason, or Unstoppable Jason, excuse me. You get resurrected with a small amount of life, I guess depending on the meter that you have is what they're going to go with. And the 4th one is probably the best one and most interesting one, which is Doomsday style armor. Now, you can't tank your opponent's hits and do a move. Like, so if you get the armor and you start up a move, I believe it does tank the hits and your move still comes out, but you can't, like, for example, take bullets from Deadshot and in the middle of getting hit by the bullets, even though you're tanking them because you have armor, you can't start up your own move until the hit stun goes away, or the, you know, little, I guess it's a hit stun, but the armor is going to prevent you from, you know, really, you know, getting knocked down, stuff like that. So, for example, if I activate my armor and you do a combo string that ends in a unsafe string, that normally, like, let's just say it's a launcher or something like that, and it's unsafe, you're going to be recovering from your unsafe string while I could start hitting you. It's also a great way for you to get in on zoners. So I think the armor is going to be really good, because you could do his, he has a charge move. So once you start up a move, I don't think you could get hit out of it. Your armor's just going to take it. But you can't, like, be getting hit with armor and then throw out a move while you're getting hit, or while you're in hit stun. So the last thing about the armor is that it could take a maximum of 6 hits while it's active, and it takes a longer, you know, cooldown to recover compared to the other 3, you know, traits that he has. So that's Hellboy in a nutshell. I'm really looking forward to what he has to offer and how he plays. I know he's very slow, but with this leap that he has, this, you know, aerial ground pound, I think he's gonna not only, you know, have great mobility, but he's also gonna have a lot of mix-ups. So really looking forward to Hellboy. Now let's talk about a couple other things that came in the Hellboy patch. Of course, one of the most important ones for me, which I'm doing actually currently right now, or actually my AI is doing, is new legendary gear. So we got, I think, 6 new legendary gear for 6 different characters. Right now, I'll put it on the screen for you guys who might not know who they are. Right now, I'm doing Robin first because I know Robin is going to be the most requested one. I want to play with Robin. I want to see what his blade is going to look like, what his ability is going to be. So I want to play with Robin. And after that, it's up in the air whether who I'm going to pick to do the following legendary gear on. Let me know in the comment section who you guys would want to see. I'm thinking about Firestorm right now, but Poison Ivy is creeping up because I just got my favorite Poison Ivy camo, which is like the purple and green, like Joker looking camo. I actually got it in a mother box, which was awesome. So she's creeping up there, but Captain Cold is up there as well. It's between like Firestorm, Captain Cold, and Poison Ivy on who I'm going to do next. I'm not sure. It might be like the easiest one because Robin's not that hard. Once my AI takes care of, you know, pretty much almost everything, all I have to do is finish the match with like a super move and the Assassin Strike, and that's it. And I'll get my legendary gear. So I guess I'll see which one's the easiest one or which one you guys want to see. Now, as far as anything else, I guess I'm very happy with the Joker buffs, very happy with the Swamp Thing buffs. I think in the corner, if you have Abigail's Garden, you could like harass your opponent with his standing 3. If he tries to jump, you could get armor with your, you know, tree branch move and extend for a combo if you meter burn it. You know, I'm really happy with the changes to that, especially Joker, man. Him having an actual safe move with the new canister special move that they gave him is gonna be really, really good. It looks like, I don't know if it's a hard knockdown or not. I had to try it out. I don't know if it's, you know, the best combo ender, if it's better than the crowbar. The crowbar might still be the best because you could meter burn it for extra damage, but like in the mid screen, if your combo's about to like drop and the crowbar is not going to be fast enough, the canister is very fast. It's like 9 frames, something crazy like that. It's only -7 on block. Not too many characters could punish that, especially online. And the only downside is that his chattering teeth now are down, I think it's down 3, right? Or down 2, whatever his chattering teeth are. They are a down motion, which I hate those motions. I hate back down motions and I hate down motions. But I think with, you know, with some training, I could get my muscle memory to, you know, relax and actually do this down, especially since Joker's combos a lot of times, you know, mix in with like his uppercut. Doing like an uppercut and then down motion, or trying to shortcut and doing an uppercut and then a down motion, and then pressing forward for the far away teeth, you know, it could get a little tricky for me. I've already, you know, tried it, and my muscle memory keeps telling me to do down back, or yeah, down back 3 for the teeth, and it's doing the canister, which is definitely not a good thing. Other than that, I'm happy that Deadshot got a little bit more normalized. His back forward 1, which is a straight shot, actually is a lot slower on startup, and if your opponent misses, he has a lot more recovery than he used to. Now if the bullet hits, your Deadshot recovers, you know, at normal speed, but if he misses, he actually recovers a lot slower. They made his low rifle actually clashable, which is a huge deal, man. I can't tell you how many times I lost, you know, matches because I couldn't clash the low rifles. That's a huge deal in my opinion. It looks like they nerfed Batman's jump 2. I don't know if they nerfed the hit stun. It looked like it from videos that I have been watching. I'll have to try out all these characters once, you know, once I start playing again, which will probably be either later today or tomorrow. You guys should expect some videos with these new buffed characters. And last but not least, we can't forget about Firestorm. He got a lot of buffs, especially the really good buff, which allows him to charge up his trait. Man, this character is going to be really scary, because not only did they speed up his trait, so you could activate his trait and recover a lot faster, but whenever you do combo someone into Molten Trap, you're almost guaranteed 3/4 of 1 bar, if not a bar, because you guys know Molten Trap has crazy hit stun. You're like right there, you could jump over, you could do anything. And this charge move to charge up Firestorm's trait, it's very fast, it recovers really fast, and it seems like it charges up his trait pretty quickly. So having multiple level 3s, level 3 traded Firestorm is going to be really scary. He also got a couple of things which I guess I'll talk about whenever I do Firestorm video, but that is going to be the end of today's Hellboy patch review, or I guess talking about notes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what's your favorite thing. If the Hellboy showcase was your favorite thing, the fact that they added more legendary multiverses, or, you know, the new buffs for your characters, or maybe your character got nerfed, which would be unfortunate. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.